It's 5 a.m. and my eyes are completely dead. You see, I'm lying in my bed, I'm fighting this mental battle trying to wake myself up early before school so I can complete some deep work. It's literally like mentally sparring myself. I'm trying to wake myself up, but there's just so many excuses clouding my mind. But the thing is, I have to wake up now. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to complete any deep work for the entire day. I've got so many tasks to do. And if you have a business, you can probably relate to this. Every single time you come back from school or work, you just can't do the work. You're so fatigued, you're so tired. It's impossible to focus. So here I am rolling around in bed trying to wake myself up. Part of me is saying 5 more minutes of sleep is fine, you know, we can wake up in a minute. But part of me is like, bro, that's not going to happen. As soon as you fall back to sleep, there's no turning back now. You're going to have to wake up now or never. I want you to take a guess. What do you think I did next? Do you think I woke up and got some deep work done? Or did I go back to bed? Obviously, I went back to bed. I made the rookie mistake of saying 5 more minutes in bed and then I can just do deep work later. But what happened was that 5 minutes turned into another 2 hours of just sleeping, not doing any deep work obviously. And you can probably relate to this a lot, can't you? Every single night before, you say to yourself you're going to wake up early, you're going to wake up at 5 a.m. and complete some deep work for like an hour and then go to school or work. But be honest, what the hell happens? Do you actually fulfill your promise and wake up early? Chances are not. And what I want to do in this video is show you the realization that completely changed my life, that allowed me to wake up early every single day without feeling tired, without feeling fatigued, so I can put all my energy onto my work, my business, okay? And trust me, if you do this, you will succeed so much faster than anyone else. And just before I get into the realizations, I just want to say, if you want to join my Discord and get a ton of free resources, talk to me about your problems to do with like productivity and stuff like that, click the first link in the description. So the first realization I had when I was in this rut and I couldn't get out of it is I realized waking up early is literally just like building any other habit. There's no secret method that will allow you to wake up early. There's no secret pill. But as soon as it becomes a habit in our subconscious mind, we can do it whenever we want. Just think about going to the gym. Chances are you go to the gym consistently, right? You don't really face any resistance stopping you from going. You can go every single day. You don't have any excuses. But it's literally just like waking up early. Eventually it becomes so easy for us to do. We don't make up excuses saying 5 more minutes in bed. And this is my personal opinion, like this is what I've kind of learned by myself, is that it's always going to be hard to wake up. It's literally just like anything, bro. There's no secret method. If you really want to wake up early, you need to just grab your balls and just do it. Obviously, if you're a woman watching this, it's going to be completely different. The first thing I did was realize that I just had to push through the pain, just like going to the gym, just like doing any other habit, right? And eventually it becomes so easy for me to do it. It became part of my comfort zone and I could just do it every single day. So this is kind of like the first mindset shift I want you to have. Obviously, there's going to be like other practical things you can do, but you need to realize, and this is what I realized as I was like tossing and turning in bed, if you can simply wake up early for a few days, like at the same time every single day, you'll slowly build that habit up and you'll be able to wake up easily, okay? Now the next realization I had that took me from someone who couldn't wake up to someone who can. Wait, what? I mean waking up early, not wake up. But anyway, this realization was from an entrepreneur called Alex Hormozi, if I've ever heard of him. He is the ghost of entrepreneurship and, you know, just self-development in my opinion. But one of the things he says is to set an alarm to go to bed, not to wake up. Now the reason why this is so powerful is because the reason why you cannot wake up early or you feel tired when you do, you try to, is simply because your sleep is terrible. You probably go to sleep at 11 p.m. and expect to wake up at 6 a.m. And I thought this myself. I thought I was just going to be able to like do it David Goggins style and just wake up when I want to, regardless of having like 5 hours of sleep. And you know, that is possible, but it's very hard at first. Like bro, there's people who go to sleep at 9 p.m. Like you probably had that bedtime when you were 5 years old and they do that to wake up early at like 6 a.m, 5 a.m. If you actually want to wake up early, the thing you need to do is prioritize your sleep over anything else. Do not stay up to do work. Do not stay up to watch some cringe TikTok compilation or reels. Just go to sleep, bro. With the story I told you at the start, when I was trying to wake up at like 5 a.m, I was going to sleep at like midnight. Bro, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're David Goggins' relative. You are not going to do that. Okay? So set an alarm to go to sleep, not to go to bed. Make sure you go to sleep at a reasonable time, consistent time, every single night. Because I'll tell you what you're facing right now is something called revenge bedtime procrastination, and this is something I face myself. But basically what this is when you have all your free time slapped up from your school, your 9 to 5, we have this urge, this desire to spend our free time doing something. So we end up staying up late, we end up staying much past our bedtime, like to play video games, to scroll on our phone, right? And this is what I really struggle with. Like I said at the start, when I struggled to wake up early, I would scroll for like hours on end, and that meant I couldn't get to sleep. So realize you will not be able to wake up early if you have terrible sleep. If you simply perfect your sleep, you'll be able to wake up early without feeling tired, without caffeine. So this is by far the most important realization I had, okay? So if you take anything from this video, make sure you set an alarm to go to bed and not to wake up early. The third realization I had to go from someone who couldn't wake up early to someone who can is you need a reason to get up in the morning. So like for example, with you probably have your alarm right next to your bed, so every single time you hear it, you can just like reach over, you don't have to get up, you can just reach over and turn it off, right? Well really, you're allowing yourself to stay in bed. What I've kind of learned to do is put my alarm in another area of the room. So like for example, I'm sleeping here. If I put my alarm over here, I'm gonna have to get out of bed to go and turn it off. Otherwise, it's gonna get really annoying. I'm not gonna be able to sleep anyway, right? So this is the next realization I want you to have. You need a reason to get up. Whether that's a purpose in your life that's strong enough to get you out of bed, whether that's putting your alarm in the opposite area of your room, you need a reason to get out of bed, okay? It's like, for example, when you used to go to school, maybe you still go to school now. Usually you have some kind of thing prompting you to get out of bed. Maybe your mom calls you to get out of bed, eat your breakfast, bog off to school, right? Or maybe you have an alarm in the other end of your room that forces you to go and turn it off. Whatever it is, you probably made it to school on time every single day. Why is that? It's simply because you had a reason to get out of bed. You need to make the thing you're waking up to do not optional. Because if school is optional or your 9 to 5 was optional, you would not show up, bro. No one would show up, would they? So this is the third realization I had. You need a strong reason to get up early and actually crack out some deep work without feeling tired, okay? So these are the 3 realizations I had to wake up early. I went from someone who, kept on making excuses, who didn't want to do their work, and as a result made no progress in business, no progress in my life, to someone who can wake up early and puts all their attention onto their work as soon as they wake up. Like I said at the start, if you want to get access to a ton of resources, talk to me one-to-one about your problems, you can join the Discord. Goodbye, have a nice day, you're going to own the face again, goodbye.
Bravo.